Page 294, number 17. Find the values of the 6 trigonometric functions of theta. And it tells us two facts here. The sine of theta equals 3/5, and theta lies in quadrant 2. Okay, let's start by making a sketch of this situation. So I'm going to draw my axes. It's going to split my quadrants into quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I know theta is in quadrant 2, so I'm just going to draw a right triangle out here. And I could label theta as this angle right here. Or I could label theta prime as this angle right here. Either way, the sine of this angle equals 3/5. Well, from SOHCAHTOA, I know that sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So if the sine of this angle is 3/5, that means the opposite over the hypotenuse is equal to 3/5. Now, before I go any further, let's label this missing side here. Now, we could use the Pythagorean Theorem, 3 squared plus x squared equals 5 squared, solve for x. Or in this case, you should recognize this as a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. Now, careful. If you just leave that answer 4, you're going to get some incorrect answers. That value there, that measurement, goes to the left of the origin. So we have to label that -4. So we have to be careful with our diagram. Any measurement going up is positive. If we were going down, it would be negative. Anything going to the right is positive, left is negative. The hypotenuse is always a positive quantity because that hypotenuse is like the radius of a circle. Okay, now we need to find the 6 trigonometric functions of theta. So over here, I'm just going to write them down. We need to find the sine of theta, the cosine of theta, the tangent of theta, the cotangent of theta, the secant of theta, and the cosecant of theta. Well, the first 3 we can get from SOHCAHTOA. Sine of theta actually is given to us in the problem. So we'll just copy that down again. The sine of theta equals 3/5. Cosine of theta. Let's take a look over here. Cosine, SOHCAHTOA, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So cosine of theta, the adjacent over hypotenuse, is -4/5. The tangent of theta. From SOHCAHTOA, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So from our diagram, the opposite over the adjacent, it's 3 over -4, which we can leave like that, or you can write as -3/4. Either way is okay. Okay, now these next 3, cotangent, secant, and cosecant, we can get these because each of these is the reciprocal of one of the previous 3 trig functions. I like to match them up this way because tangent and cotangent are reciprocals, cosine and secant are reciprocals, and sine and cosecant are reciprocals. So if I know the tangent of theta is -3/4, the cotangent of theta is -4/3. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine, so I can say that's going to be equal to -5/4. And cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, so I know that's going to be equal to 5/3. And there is my 6 answers.